Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Civilization 5 Community Balance, playing as Byzantium. Alright, so it is the start of a new recording session for me. I do typically record these things about 4 or 5 videos in a row. That's just how it's convenient for me as far as recording and editing and then just kind of enjoying the game. A couple of things I want to address before I move on because I have spread a little misinformation. So I understand now why previously some of these buttons had like a red number that was significantly lower than their cost. And that's for some reason, and I don't have a good example to show you right now, but for some reason, if I do not have enough money, so for example, let's suppose this takes 150 gold to buy a scout, right? Let's suppose that I had 140. What I would have seen previously is this was a red 10, and I'm like, well, this doesn't, why do you mean I don't have 10 gold? I have 140, of course I do. No, if you do not have enough gold, the number that it is showing you in red is how much more you need before you could purchase it. And then after you have enough gold, it shows you the overall cost, right? So I have 528 gold, that's why it shows the full 150. Now I don't really understand why it does that. I would prefer to just have the button grayed out kind of like this and show the full cost rather than show how much more money I need. I can do the math myself, and this is more useful information to me, but that's not what the UI does. That's how it works. I think I understand it now. I apologize for saying I didn't understand it. The same case is for faith, by the way. If I didn't have enough faith, this would be a red number telling how much faith I need in order to get it. We should, by the way, go ahead and get ourselves another missionary, I think, and I'm going to do exactly that, because we need to continue spreading our faith. I want to get up to Cahokia and Samarkand, I think, and try to get them converted. Maybe Milan or something like that would make sense as well. Who knows? We are definitely the weakest of all of the civs right now, besides Assyria. They only have 2 cities, but we're having a hard time. I really feel like the best long-term decision I could make at some point is going to be killing Spain. They're the biggest, scariest group right now. They are. They're the only ones who are the top of the leaderboard. But if I could take Madrid and Seville, that would definitely give me a monopoly over Amber, which would be worth an extra 2 science for the Amber tiles. I did confirm this. You get the extra 2 science on every Amber tile, not every resource tile. So I wouldn't get more science for the Silk. I would only get it for the Amber. That's still really good, right? That would make these Amber tiles even better. I'd get 4 hammers, 2 gold, 2 culture, and 2 science. That's great. I want that. But yeah, either way, that's a very good reason to take Seville. Seville, however, is going to be very difficult to take just because of its strategic positioning. This mountain here, hills on literally all sides. However, we did get Mount Kilimanjaro, which means we can move faster on hills and have better strength on hills. So it would almost work to my advantage if it weren't for the fact that hills break line of sight and I can't get catapults to shoot at it. So it's going to be very difficult to take Seville. It is far more likely that I want to take Madrid. If I can take Madrid, I now have a coastal city that I can use to build ships and help take Seville, on top of everything else in a future war. But first, Madrid would have to die. Now that said, they do have some tea. I don't know if it's enough to get a monopoly, but it would be something at least, and it's a good city and it has a lot of wonders. So if I go to war with Spain, that's the first goal, not Seville. If I can take both in one war, hey, great, but I really doubt it. And I might want to raise the cities down here and not take them for myself, because there's not a lot of gain out of this. I don't know what they're seeing that I'm not, but I wouldn't found a city just to get some deer. Like, come on. I need luxuries and strategic resources. And right now, that's not what they're providing. But anyway, okay. One of the things that I think I'm doing wrong, and I thought about this a little bit in between, I am not spending my money correctly. Because what I've done in the past is I've played Civ 5, and I would save up a lot of money and use that to buy the love of city-states, because that's the best way to get influence with them is give them gifts. In this mod pack, you can't do that. You need emissaries. So hoarding my gold does not actually seem to be the best strategy. I should be using this to rush through buildings and wonders and so on that can be useful to me. So that's something I'm probably going to be changing in my future playstyle. We'll see. Let's resume the game. Thank you all for being patient. He wants to buy my iron for 1 gold per turn. I think not. Iron is far too valuable for something like that. Education is done. We now have access to the university. Does that do anything different? We get science. The need of science per citizen, I think as far as... Okay, I think that the science need is how much science you need per citizen in order to be literate. And that's a happiness thing. It reduces illiteracy. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing. And that makes sense, because down at the bottom it says it reduces illiteracy. So I think that's how it calculates it. Scientists would be worth a lot of great scientist points, as well as science and culture. Very good. Jungle and forests give us some science. So basically, it's exactly the same as I thought, except you gain 1/3 of the science output for every citizen born. So it's a better version of the council, is what that means. And that's fine. That's not so bad. We can now do production of research. We can build a chancery. This is new. Civil servant. Paper +1. Grant 5 influence. So this is better diplomatic missions, and diplomatic units build faster. That's pretty good. 15% of the production of the city is added to the current production every time we get a citizen. So now growing citizens give us production boosts too. That's pretty good. There's a lot of different buildings in this game that it seems encourage you to focus a lot more on food and building tall with really high population cities, because you get all these different bonuses. University of Sankore, or Sankor, I don't know. Science, culture, faith, scientists, and a free mosque. This did have a different name in the base game, but it appears to do some similar things. Requires completion of piety branch. Well, we're already working on that. Will I get it before anyone else? I'm not convinced, but we'll try. And then there's Oxford. A free great scientist. Culture every time we get a new technology. Wow, that's good. 2 slots for writing, reduce illiteracy, must have a university in the city. Oh, you have to have a university already. That's interesting. Well, I think that's pretty normal, actually. Yeah, that is actually normal. Okay. 3 science if themed. What do you mean by themed? What's themed? I don't know, but that's interesting. All right, missionary. Go to Cahokia. Caravan. Who should we trade with next? We could trade with Cordoba, and that would get me 6 science. Alternatively, I could trade with Nantes, which gives me the same bonus and doesn't give them any gold. So I think I'll do that instead. Let's trade with the Celts. Secure some better relations with them. If I could get them to join in a war against Spain, that would be amazing. I doubt it, but it'd be great. Civil service. Envoy, so I'm guessing that's a better version of the emissary. Yep, it obsoletes them. Okay. Receives the adept promotion for free. Move to a city-state you're not at war with. Get influence. Okay, so it's just better, as a general rule. And it get you to 100 influence, it looks like, but it costs 3 paper to have one, so we don't have that yet. Workshops are under civil service now, instead of machinery. That's interesting. So workshops give you production, engineers, jungle and forest, and it does the same thing as the stoneworks. It allows you to move production. Okay. Alright, well, it's not bad. Forbidden Palace, League votes, so League of Nations, culture. Gold need modifier in order to not be impoverished is reduced. Requires completion of statecraft. I don't see me getting that anytime soon. Embassies give money. Can I build embassies with workers? Maybe that's something that happens. Farms, foods, guilds, galleass, customs house. Trade routes give tourism, basically. And extra gold. Okay, not bad. East India Company reduces poverty. Additional copy of all luxury... Wow. That's pretty good. Build that in the city that has the most luxuries. Incoming trade routes give us more money. And, okay, not bad. Must have a customs house, though. Artists Guild. We get great person points. That's pretty standard. And add up to 2 specialists to this building to get extra culture. Alright. Borobudur. Very faith. Lots of faith. Free monastery. What's the 3 free monastery mean? Oh no, 3 free missionaries. I'm sorry. This is basically what it was before. You get 3 free missionaries, and it looks like you also get a monastery, which is pretty decent. Chivalry, Alhambra, Castle. Okay, hang on, that's really good. Hang on. All newly trained non-air units receive drill for free, improving our combat strength and city attack strength, give a free castle, and boost city culture output by 20%. It's pretty much what it was before, and it's still really good. Castles are good, better defense. Stables, horses, sheep, and cattle. Okay, we have a lot of sheep in our capital city. This could be pretty good for us. Chivalry is for the knights. We don't have any horses, so that's not too good for me. We haven't got currency yet. And this could do some good stuff, I guess. We haven't got metal casting. Physics would lead to the trebuchet. Heavy skirmisher is a new archery unit. Oh, it's a horseback archery unit. Okay. Circus reduces boredom. Machu Picchu, faith in gold. 15% gold from city connections. Pretty good. City gains food, production, culture, and faith for every mountain tile. This could be good, actually, in Arianople. If we can build it there. Some good stuff to be had. Steel, long swordsman, pikeman, landsknecht, armory. Which does pretty much exactly what you'd think it would. So what to go for, then? I think I might go for physics. Yeah, we'll have to get currency along the way, which could be fine. We're about to get a great diplomat in 3 turns, it would appear. And I do think that I need to encourage... Well, it looks like I'm not set to manual specialist control, so we're already generating quite a few great person points. And that is one thing I did make a mistake about in a previous video. I'm like, so why on earth would I want to have 4 production when I'm set to a production focus rather than get 5 from the iron? Well, the reason is the AI decided that the great engineer points were more important. Now, I'm not necessarily agreeing with that, but that's why it did it. So we're 3 turns from getting a great diplomat. We're very close to getting a great engineer. We're actually not even that far from getting a writer and an artist and a musician as well, which is not half bad. Okay, well, we'll see how well that works out for us. Nicaea, or I'm just going to call it Nicaea. I don't think that's actually how it's pronounced, but I don't really know the answer. They just got 10 science because we're in a better era. All right, overall, things are looking pretty good. Missionaries are heading out. If I can get a worker free, I'll try building an embassy and see if that does anything. I'm not sure where I'll build it, but how do I do that without destroying one of their own resources? I don't really know. Why did you stop? Continue building your thing. Looks like you... Did you finish? Yes, we did build a pasture. For some reason, it looked like to me like it wasn't actually done. You know what? I take it back. Don't actually move somewhere else. I was going to tell you just auto work, but let's actually try going this way and just sort of see what my options are. Missionary, get closer. You're in the way. Somehow I'm going to have to back off. Oh, look, we found more amber. Okay, so there's at least 6 on this map, which means having 3 is not giving me a monopoly. Now, I did suspect that already, because I have 3 and it didn't tell me I got a monopoly, so I'm assuming that that's the problem. I need to take 1 more. If I took this, for example, we would have it. Now, one alternative is to just go ahead and settle right on Spain's borders. That will provoke a confrontation from them. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but it is a thing we could do. I should try building an embassy over here as well. There's a lot more space to work with, but we will see. So Spain's probably going to settle right here on the amber, if I had to guess, which I'm not thrilled about, but I don't think there's much I can do. Can we get this Cathedral of St. Basil or Basil? Something. Somebody commented on that, but I don't really know what the correct pronunciation is supposed to be still. We have a city event. Trouble at the temple. Priests from the city demand that you weigh in on a religious debate. As the city grows, more and more people of different faiths are asking for use of the temple. People of the majority faith resent this and threaten violence if you allow non-believers into the temple. Non-believers, however, threaten to leave if you do not let them in. Good riddance? Can't do that. Let them in. Temple gains gold and faith, less happiness. Reject the non-believer. Chance the temple is destroyed, and if it is destroyed, we gain faith and happiness. No. Think bigger. Minus 500 gold. The temple is destroyed, and a grand temple is built in its place. What's a grand temple? I'm not going to do this because I don't know how that stacks with my basilica. It might get rid of my basilica and replace it with something that's not actually as good, because our basilica is really good. So I'm going to let them in, but I'm going to make them pay for it. We'll get some gold and faith and a little less happiness. I can handle less happiness. We'll be fine. All right, missionary, go ahead and get into the ocean. Let's see if we can find a better place to go. Maybe pop up over here by the dyes, and we'll see if that works out or not. You know what? I don't see any place to build an embassy right now, so why don't we instead send this worker over toward Ormus, and we'll see if I can build one there. I don't know if that's how embassies work, but I'm going to try. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see. Open borders. Nope, because I do not want you sending your missionaries here. Look who already has trebuchets. That's scary. Grand Diplomat is done. We have currency now. Good. Let's try going with my missionary yonder. Can I just spread? Yes, I can. So let's spread to Cahokia here. Grand Diplomat, what should I do with you? I guess we have to move to a diplomatic area. Let's go to Ormus. I actually really would like to have these guys as an ally. They could be useful against Spain and would help defend against the Celts if they ever do become aggressive. You continue to do your thing. Just auto work for a bit. There's Toledo. They got some citrus and a Spanish skirmisher. It looks to me like they've got a few military units hanging around. Maybe they are considering attacking me in some way. That would not make me happy. Cahokia is still not quite converted, so we're gonna wanna convert them a little bit more. Historic events, don't care. Influence shift, don't care. Some great works for some people. Great person done. Adrianople grew. And a little bit more science. Okay. Well, you just sit there for another turn. Alright, St. Basil, done? Yes? No? I don't even remember what this does. This was the last recording session. Enables you to select a Reformation belief without the normal prerequisites. Must be built in a holy city. Add an extra relation... So this does stack, right? This gives me another Reformation, right? Crusader Spirit. Land units get extra combat strength versus enemy units. Even better against people of a different religion? Wow. Oh, fascinating. That could actually be amazingly good against Spain. Ooh, I kind of like this idea. Land units are better... Let's see. Okay, Defender... Okay, so hang on. Receive culture and gold when you conquer cities. This does the same thing, but you get faith from all defensive buildings, which is actually even better. Because it does the same thing as far as combat strength, right? Looks like it. Faith of the masses... No. I don't want to... No, that's not good enough. Hezawite education can build universities, public schools, and research labs with faith. Now, that's also pretty good. But I kind of like the idea of going a little bit more militaristic focus. Landmarks and great people give extra faith and culture. Not bad, but I don't have any yet. One world, one religion. Receive an extra delegate for every 8 city-states in the game. Missionaries... okay. Sacred sites. All buildings purchased with faith provide tourism. Really? Use faith to purchase any type of great person in the industrial era. Okay, but I'm already going to be able to purchase a lot of people with faith using my my basic culture. I'm going to go for Defender of the Faith, and this should make us a lot stronger. Hey, we found a Great Barrier Reef. Cool. Let's go ahead and convert Cahokia now. Let's construct... Oh, wait, no, this is how you get the embassy. Okay, so I have 2 options here. Unit will be consumed. This great tile improvement cannot be built on top of a strategic or luxury resource. Grants 1 World Congress vote when constructed. Get gold, science, and culture. Or conduct a diplomatic mission. Get 84 influence. I'm going to conduct the diplomatic mission. I think that might be better for us overall. Are you my ally now? Yes, you are. So we need to continue sending emissaries to you and stuff to keep this up, but now we have an ally. That's not so bad. He's also giving me horses, which is great. So now I can actually build cataphracts and stuff. Very good. Okay, so I guess that answers the question as far as embassies are concerned. Okay, well, cancel the last mission and move here. Why can't... Oh, there you go. Just auto-build. Just auto-build stuff for now. I don't really care. Alright, Constantinople. We could get, let's say, the amphitheater. But that would just get me some culture, some gold. It's okay. Aqueduct, good for population growth. Not bad. Better for trade, better production, and better emissaries. Alternatively, maybe we should start getting some military units, because I am a little bit worried about Spain. I'm going to start building, like, some more archers and stuff. I could, however, build the cataphracts instead. Those are better. But for now, let's get the composite bowmen. I'm just going to get some defensive units in place. Let's get ourselves another... I don't know. Over here, let's get the Basilica, because we already know that those are amazing for us. And we'll see how well that works out. Metal casting is about to be done. Good. Glad to hear it. There's the Reformation belief done. Borders grown. Historic events. And some cities grew and so on. Okay, done. So metal casting is going to be done soon. Like this turn. Which is not something I really cared about, but now we can move toward physics. We can try to get Machu Picchu. Maybe I'll get lucky. Okay, we got the iron... No, got the stone down here. Just go ahead and auto-work then. Get some more mines. That should be fine. And all in all, things are looking kind of good, but I should start gearing up for war, I think. That might be the best thing to do. And if so, I probably want to blitzkrieg Spain cities down here, take them, Maybe even keep Toledo, who knows? It's not necessarily in a bad spot, and it's pretty close to the Great Barrier Reef. Actually, yeah, definitely keep Toledo. Destroy Cordoba, and then move north and take Madrid. I like, by the way, that hovering over the city shows it's the borders that belong to the city, so I know I would get 2T out of this. That's pretty cool. And there's some iron. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been Pravus. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I, as always, will see you guys next time.